Hello everyone, welcome back to my Wushu class. My name is Vasco and I want to help you improve your Wushu. Today I'll provide you two of the best warm-up exercises I never skip. I'll demonstrate how I do it and why I think they are so important. I think it should be clear that warm-up is a really important part for every workout. In Wushu, the explosiveness, the flexibility requirements, the contrast in speed and strength make it that much more important to properly warm up. Failing to do so will result in overall poor performance and injury. Before I tell you exactly what are the two exercises I never skip, let me say that my warm-up starts with a couple of minutes of joint mobilization. Ankles, knees, waists, shoulders, elbows, wrists, neck, everything I can remember. Then I try to run for a little or something else that will make my heart pump a little faster. After being a little warmer, I perform the single exercise that cured my back a few years ago. I was very frustrated because I couldn't even perform a simple mabu without feeling my lower back snap, incapacitating me for the rest of the training. Now I don't know if it was sciatica or something else. All I know is it was extremely painful and it wasn't going away until I started introducing this exercise in my warm-up routine. I'm talking about the world's greatest stretch. I haven't heard about this until my coach introduced me to it, but I think it's very common in yoga and other circles. I've seen it performed in a variety of ways. So let me show you how I do it. So I start from this position. Notice my ankle is raised, but I still try to stretch my back leg. I try to be aligned from my hand to my ankle, and my other hand is touching the floor. Then I rotate my body and try to touch the floor with my elbow. You'll feel it stretching your hamstring, hip, and even your back. Afterwards, I rotate to the opposite side, open my chest and try to maintain the alignment between the torso and my arm. In the final position, I place both hands on the floor and try to stretch my front leg without any more movement. More important than actually stretching your front leg is that your belly stays in contact with that leg. Also, notice that I'm stretching my calf because my weight is shifted a little more to the back leg. I usually pause for 3 to 5 seconds in each position before I change sides, and then I perform 3 to 5 times to each side. This is just great. I mean, I wasn't the one to name it the world's greatest stretch, so it will definitely release your lower back tension and improve your overall mobility. The next exercise I'm about to show you is one that trains proprioception and strengthens your ligaments. If you've watched my previous video on flexibility, you know that the strengthening is very important in Wushu. If you haven't, check it out after this. Before I show you, let me just explain that, in simple terms, proprioception relates to the connection between your mind and your body. Okay? It's the awareness of all the sensory information you get from the different parts of you. The exercise that does all this was also introduced to me by my coach, and in the lack of a better name, I call it Pendulum stretches. I think it took some other exercises and adapted it to better results in Wushu. It goes like this. Stand in one foot, the arm from the same side is stretched to the front and the other is pointing up. You start by bringing your leg to your hand stretched in front of you. Be aware of the muscles you need to contract to do that, and try to just move your leg until it reaches the hand. As your leg returns to the original position, you start leaning forward, trying to maintain your arm's relative position to the torso. You'll continue until you're basically in a single leg airplane balance position. But you don't stop there. You'll continue lowering your upper body and raising your leg from the back as much as possible before you return to the starting position. Make sure your waist is aligned as you go down. Don't do this. Align your waist. Repeat this about 10 times before you change sides. I feel that you can probably get better results if you do this 3 to 5 times, but in slow motion. You'll feel your calves burning, and when you're returning to the starting position, you'll also feel the hamstring and the glutes really working. If you still want to take it up a notch, you can try and do it on top of a Wushu ball or even with your eyes closed. In summary, today I talked about 2 exercises that I never skip in warm-up. The world's greatest stretch. Okay, it will release tension. It will stretch your lower back, hamstrings, calves, and upper torso. And then we talked about the pendulum stretches, which will train your proprioception, remember the relation between your mind and your body, and it will also strengthen your muscles and ligaments. Both of them will help you prevent injuries that are very common in Wushu. Let me know what you think about these exercises when you try them. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and share, subscribe to get the notifications, and I have a lot of great stuff coming up, so stay tuned. 再见.